In a few moments, I want to introduce you to some brothers who are going to share a little bit about what God is doing in and through their lives. But they're no stranger to us because we've had the privilege of watching them as they served and played on the gridiron, representing the U. We got any Canes fans in the house? Any Hurricanes in the house? All right, all right. I want to bring these brothers up. I'm going to introduce them. I want y'all to give it up for them as they come. Please welcome this young man played running back for the University of Miami Hurricanes, eventually for the Baltimore Ravens. Will you put it together for my man, Damien? This next brother is a good friend of mine, also played for the U, was a part of the 2001 National Championship team, was a part of the big-time receiving corps along with Santana Moss and Reggie Rain. Please put your hands together for Daryl Jones. Put your hands together for Daryl Jones. This next brother also is a defensive back, a headhunter in the 80s with the 80s Canes. He right now is a bishop. Give it up for Bishop Kenny Berry. All right, all right. Give it up again for the U. We represent the U tonight. Now, Bishop, I know you reached out to a couple of former Canes that were going to join us. Is that ready?
Yes, sir. We have Edwin James. Amen. We're going to call him in.
All right.
And we're going to have him speak to us through the phone here because he's actually driving in some rain right now.
All right.
So give me just a moment. I'll get Edwin James on the phone, let him speak to us here.
All right. So you let us know when you had that there. What I want to do real quick before we get started, brothers, any one of you can take this. Briefly tell us, a little bit about what you're doing now.
What's up? Some of y'all may remember me from last year. We were preparing to launch a new church down in Miami, and we have now done that. We are 9 months old. So I am pastor of the Rock Fellowship Church in Miami, Florida. Praise the Lord. Yeah, man, we're excited about what God's doing and just looking to continue to build and bring God glory and impact our community for the gospel.
All right. All right. We ready?
Yeah, we're ready. We got Edwin James on the phone here.
All right, Edwin James, y'all give it up for the Edge.
EJ, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on, man?
Well, we had the Men of Valor, man. We got quite a few young athletes from around the state here. Just tell them something about your time at the U, man. What did the U do for you while you was there?
But University of Miami, without being biased, but it's like the best school overall, because it gives you the best of both worlds. You get a chance to experience life with the beautiful city of Miami and everything that comes with it. But also the program is small, it's intimate, and everybody kind of get to know each other. You build relationships that last forever. And it's as easy as a phone call. You know how easy it is. You just call one of us that played there, and everybody's going to come there and support anything you have going on. That's like the event you have going on right now. Anybody from the University of Miami will show up and love to support it.
Well, EJ, why don't you talk to these young men here? You've gone to the highest of the football, and I'm quite sure you'll be in that next run for the Hall of Fame. What would you tell these young men in their pursuit of their dream to play football?
But you have to take it serious. Football is a sport that you got to take it serious, and you got to put your all into it. Football is a sport that truly gives you what you give it. If you give it your all, it's going to give you all. It has unlimited potential. If you have what it takes, the sky's the limit. There's so much that football does for people and how it brings people together. Football is the game of life. It's going to take players and have it at your lowest moments because you got to fight through adversity. You got to fight through so much, but it actually helps you build character. It helps you turn into a man. And I love the game, and it's one of the things I'm glad I was introduced to. And anybody that's playing it, I encourage them to play it, but play it with all their heart.
Well, how should you think take the advice of their coaches? How does that play a role in the type of coaches that they have actually teaching and training them in this game? How should they respond to them?
You say, repeat that?
How should the young men respond to the coaches, and how should the coaches respond to the players as far as trying to instruct them in this game of football?
Well, football is, the game's been around a long time, so there's only so many ways that you can teach it, but, as the cultures change, as the eras change and the kids, they're different, the coaches have to adapt to them somewhat, but the players have to understand that it's a physical game, so they have to listen to their coaches because their coaches telling them what's best for them, for the long term, somebody that's been around. So it's give and take on both sides. I think the student has to really lock into the person that's experienced, that's doing all the teaching, and then I think the teachers have to kind of keep it where it's interesting, to go along with where we're at with this generation.
All right, let's talk to the NFL, bro. You was out there and with Peyton Manning and those guys for that period of time. Let's talk about your run in the NFL just for a moment. Just give us a little brief cap on how things was for you.
Well, it's just like you're just extending your career. You're extending it to where it's something that you enjoy playing it from Pop Warner football to high school to college, and if you get a chance to go to the pros, it's just an extension of what you've already been doing as a kid. The difference is it turns into business. It's serious, and everybody's good. Everybody's going to be good. They're going to know what you're going to do. They know your body movement. They know the little clues that you give off. So you have to be on your A game. If you see somebody playing the pros for a long time, they're usually pretty good because you have some guys that can come in, but they usually find some way to stop them. But the guys that you can't stop, you have to respect those players. So it's one of those things where you get to be around the best of the best consistently. There's no days off. Every Sunday, everybody's trying to give you their all.
Well, I know for sure you're one of those unstoppables, and we appreciate you, bro, for taking our call. Drive safe, and we'll get you up here next year. Thank you. God bless now.
Tell all the kids to enjoy the camp that y'all have going on, man. It's good. I had a chance to take part in it.
Tell him. EJ, this is Daryl Jones. Tell him me and you gonna race next year when we come up here.
I don't do nothing hard no more. All right, DJ. I'll see y'all. I'll talk to y'all, okay?
All right, bro. Appreciate your blessings now.
Y'all give it up for Adrian James.
Hey, let me say something to Adrian James, man. Adrian is actually one of my all-time favorite teammates. I've been in the huddle. I've seen this dude tired, sweating, going hard, and just keep giving everything he got. And as I spoke to many of y'all today about integrity, that dude right there, he's one of the most real, humble, keep it 100 dudes you'll ever meet. That dude led the league 2 years in a row rushing in the NFL, multiple Pro Bowls, and he will be a Hall of Famer. Finished his career over 10,000 yards rushing. And if you saw him, he wouldn't talk to you any differently than anybody else. And I want to share that, and I want to give him some honor for that because that dude right there is genuine, and I want you to understand that you can be a baller, you can be a superstar, but always remember, you're really not better than anybody else. Stay humble and keep working.
Good word. Give it up. All right. DV, let us hear from you, man.
Flex. Guys, I'm truly blessed and honored to be here for the second year in a row. I just thank God to be able to have this opportunity to be with a great bunch of guys. Y'all did awesome today. Give yourself a hand clap for that tonight. Even when you're tired, even when everything is against you, all odds against you, keep going. Find a way to dig deep to give it in for your brothers. Don't get caught up in the hype. Don't get caught up in the he say, she say. Put on your horse blinders and keep trucking. But as you trucking and you keep on pushing towards your goal, don't forget the gift giver. All the glory and honor goes to God. Without him, none of this is possible. There's a lot of people that come through these doors of football that are just guys in and out because they forget the gift giver. Someone gave you that light. So let that light shine. Let it shine. He gave you that gift for a reason. He gave you that speed, that talent, that voice for a reason. Use it for something great. You have an opportunity right now to do something great in your schools, in your communities, with your families. You have that opportunity right now. Before y'all leave today, I just want to get y'all to just take the time right now and make up your mind to be something special. Take advantage of every day. Take advantage of every moment. Win at any cost. Win the day. If you're waking up, win waking up. Attack the day with the enthusiasm unknown to mankind in everything you do. Schoolwork. I don't care if you I don't care if you're going to the bathroom. Attack everything, man. You'll never know. You better win on that toilet. But you never know when it's gonna be your last play or when it's gonna be your last down. Don't take this life for granted, man. Don't get too big-headed. Don't get too prideful, man. Always stay humble and let God lead you. And I'm telling you, you'll have a long, prosperous career, man. Woo! Flex.
Good word, good word. The Bible says in Psalm 60 and verse 12, with God's help, we will do mighty things. With God's help, we will do mighty things. And I grew up, born and raised in South Florida, in Miami-Dade County in particular. And so I had an opportunity to watch these guys when they played. And I'm a big-time Canes fan. And they were able to do mighty things on the field. And so what I want them to share with us real quick is, with this room full of aspiring athletes, brothers, what do they need to understand about that next level, about availing themselves and being open to those opportunities that are in front of them?
At each level you go to, man, the competition gets higher and higher. The level of talent, the gap starts to close. Some of y'all, you probably in Little League. Remember in Little League, you had somebody that was just way bigger than everybody, just dominate everybody. And then all of a sudden, that person, now y'all about 15, 16, you look at them, y'all the same size. These mics ain't working with me, so I'm talking about that. So from high school to college, you're going to find right now, you maybe can do things and command the field and dominate. And you get to college, and it's a cat that's the same size, the same speed, got the same hunger. So what's going to separate you? You got to make sure your attitude right. You got to make sure that your work ethic is on point, and you got to make sure that you understand your assignments and you give everything you have. That's going to be the separation. Because some dudes in competition, you look somebody in the eye long enough, the weaker mind, they going to fold. You keep staying steady, all of a sudden, they start to lose their assignment, they start to misunderstand. You keep working on your game. So like right now, you in high school, you need to be perfecting your skill level. Right now, you don't even have your man body. You know what I'm talking about, D, when I say that? Dude, I saw Andre Johnson. He came in, he was about the size of my finger. In 2.5 years, that joker looked like the Batman suit. Power clean in 320. 230 pounds, 6'3" wide receiver. You can't press cover that. Work on your skill. Work on your tenacity. And your attitude, that's about the only thing you control. Your work ethic and your attitude. Those are the separators when it comes to getting to that next level. But we can see it's the bald head people, man. The mic's not working for us.
There's a certain level of glory that shines on you in moments like this here that cause malfunction of all the electronic devices. Amen. Hallelujah. But come on, let's give Pastor Jones another round of applause here. You know, I'm just truly thankful to be here, man, and to be here with you young men and you coaches. And, you know, been a while since I played the game and have an opportunity to come out of a small rural town of Pahokee and to get down to the University of Miami where you're among the best of the best. And it wasn't easy, getting there. You're playing behind, Hall of Famers like Benny Blaze. You're playing against Hall of Famers like Michael Irvin and Brett Perelman, guys that have gone on to have, great, exciting, venture in the realm of football. Have a little short spill in the NFL, but, you know, when you're in that type of atmosphere, just getting an opportunity to be there, you have to take advantage of it. And I think a lot of time, guys miss the true value of being there. You have an opportunity to actually show forth your talent, your gift that you've been blessed with, and you don't want to lose your focus. You go there for a purpose. You go there as a representative of your families, a representative of your high schools. There's quite a few people that have actually poured into your life that is looking for you to go out and do great. So when you get that opportunity, you want to take advantage of it. You don't want to get caught up in other things that's going to, direct you off that path that you actually, have set out for. I mean, not everyone get an opportunity to go to the NFL. That's a very small window. Do you know the millions of college athletes that are now bidding for, an NFL contract? But if you're blessed to get there, I mean, that's a blessing and a half. But you're right now at high school and you're looking for an opportunity to get out and hopefully go to university, go to where your talent continue to be shown and actually viewed and that you possibly get a chance to get to that level. But where you are right now, you want to take every moment like it's the last moment. You got a coach that's going to spend those countless hours with you to pour into your life. You need to sit there and actually feed from him. That great coach in high school. When I got to college to play under Jimmy Johnson, come on, guys. Jimmy Johnson left the college realm, went to the NFL, and won back-to-back championships. Things like that don't happen. I was blessed and fortunate at the University of Miami from my freshman year to my senior year to be up for the national title. I was part of the 87, 89, championship team. So got a chance to play, some great football, being a part of a great program. But we're here at this particular time because we want you to understand we've gone to that route. We've actually accomplished those things, but nothing, man, can be done without God. Nothing can be done without God. And if you ever forget about him, you believe me, you're not going that far. Your talent can only get you certain places, but God, your talent gets you a place that your character can't keep you. Because if you don't have God in you, believe me, you're going to do something that's going to push yourself out the door.
Fellas, real quick, what are some of the pitfalls that you want these young men to focus on avoiding?
Hey, what's up, bro?
All right, we got him.
All right, we got Melvin Bragg
All right.
here. We couldn't get him on the Skype, but we got him here. Melvin, I was just talking about you, man. Just telling him about,
Give him that mic.
being one of the most dynamic college athletes through your period of time at the U. And, had a great future ahead of you. But in the last game of your senior year, you just see your dream just tossed out the window. So I was just giving a little spiel about that. But I want to just give you a view of the guys that are here if you can see them.
Yeah, what's going on, fellas? How y'all doing out there, man? All right, listen up, man. What Bishop Berry is doing and his staff is excellent. I don't know if you guys can hear me, but part of it, I come from the same environment of some of you guys. You're saying, as far as the inner city, and there's not a whole lot. Just as far as being able to have the clothes or being able to have the shoes, the updated stuff. You cannot let that be a determining factor of who you are inside as a man. All right? Right now the things are going on around you all, as far as drugs, weed, marijuana, like number one pills, the whole deal. They're talking about it in songs, they're talking about it in the streets. Future, I'm hip a little bit. I know a little bit about it, so I got a son back here, so I know all the hip hop, the little swing like that too. But y'all cannot let the records or the music influence you guys and take you off your path, all right? A lot of things is out there, that you guys may get into. If you got a homeboy that's not doing what you're doing and doing right by you, leave him alone. You got to cut that brother off, because he going to end up in jail while you playing on Sundays or on Saturdays in college, as far as trying to get a scholarship. My thing is, too, also, I'm an NFL sports agent. I represent Artie Burns. First round pick last year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I have several guys in the front of my belt: Deshaun Jackson, B.D. Wells, Vernon Davis that I personally work with, Jamarcus Russell that I touch. But my thing is, those guys made the right choices in life
and not let their friends and influence around them pull them away from their dream. You guys are sitting there under anointed seminar that's being blessed. What I mean by anointed, that you have some God-fearing individuals that care about you guys to have y'all there. Yeah, y'all had the 707. Y'all all balled out. Y'all had the combine, all that stuff there. That's fine. Right now is the most important thing. One of you all got to hear this message and listen to what's going on and be something special. All of you can do it, but you got to listen to stop being a knucklehead. I was a guy in the streets from Miami. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my boys locked up. A lot of them are dead, you know what I'm saying? But I chose the path to be where you guys are right now. So don't let your surroundings or your friends influence you wrong, all right? You guys stay focused and continue grind. And I'll see y'all on Saturdays on MTA on college. And then also hopefully y'all a handful of maybe more can be playing on Sundays. But also remember, you gotta take y'all behind the class, man. You gotta study. You gotta get your SAT, ACT, the clearinghouse. Get your behind signed up in that in the clearinghouse, making sure that you're on path doing the right things. A lot of y'all are missing the boat. And a lot of these colleges are not they're taking these knuckleheads no more trouble-wise. You see so many guys make wrong decisions. You know, with girls, they want to, think, it's fun, you know what I'm saying, as far as to do this and 3-4 guys, you know what I'm saying, run up and certain girls. That they not putting up with that. They're sending guys home. So you got to be smart. You control you, all right? One thing I'm going to leave y'all with. Everybody know who Kodak Black is, right? All right, like Kodak Black say, what he say? Work hard until everyone start calling you cousin, right? So, all right, so y'all take the words of Kodak Black. What do you mean by that? When you become somebody, everybody want to be your cousin, all right? So you be that guy where they say, hey, that's my cousin, that's my cousin. If you ain't nobody not going to claim you as a cousin. So that's a strong point that the young man did in a rap record, you know what I'm saying, as far as doing that. All right, so listen, y'all be blessed. Thank y'all for your time, all right?
Y'all give it up for Melvin Bradley.
All right.
And Mel kind of hit on it a little bit, but talk to him a little bit about some of these pitfalls out here and things they need to focus on and avoiding.
Guys, it's the truth when Kodak, he did hit on something that Kodak said when he was like, everybody don't want to see you win. So keep your circle tight, man. Keep your friends close, you know what I'm saying? And they say keep your enemies closer. I just want us, like, it's a lot of things that we can get caught up in, being football players, being athletes, being the social life of our time. Girls, drugs, popularity, all things that come with football, all the things that can bring you down. Everything, too much of anything is bad. I think the worst thing that really got me was the females. Too much running around, too much chasing it, too much, period. You get sidetracked, trying to stay up at night. Then you got early morning meetings. It don't match up. You want to make the money or you want to please the girls? It's hard to do both. You got to find a wife. That's the only way you do it. You do it the right way. You can't chase it all the time.
You know, I'm gonna add to that. One of the things I was a little different. Each year in my time at the U, I became more and more serious about my walk with Christ. So much so, during the 2001 season, I was married, so I was like the old dude in the locker room, right? But what it was even later, I've had teammates talk about watching me during that time because they saw I had a foundation, I had a stability, I had a wife that was actually all for me. She motivated me, she encouraged me, and I valued that. Versus, it saved me from a whole lot of time of running around trying to chase something. Saved me from a whole lot of worry about did I get a disease. Is somebody gonna get pregnant that I don't want to get pregnant? Is somebody boyfriend gonna come looking for me, save me from all that heartache? I didn't have any of those distractions. Now, I'm not telling you I need you to go off to college and get married right off the bat. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is a lot of this stuff that you see on TV, man, is smoke and mirrors. You think you're gonna run around here and just chase these girls? You think you're gonna run around here and just take these drugs? You think you're gonna run around here and just be in the club and just drinking all this stuff because you a baller? It's not HBO. This is not TV. That stuff will catch up to you. It will catch up to you. I had a coach, Butch Davis, used to tell us, it don't catch up to you until it catch up to you. Now you go out here. I seen some guys that don't live up to half their potential right now in the NFL because their nutrition bad. They don't even eat like they supposed to. They don't get the sleep they supposed to. They treat their bodies like amusement parks when they don't understand that is your machine. And when it comes to this football, you got that short window to actually maximize on it. So when we talk about college, one thing you going off, allow this football thing to pay for your education. You have no idea. I got friends that still complaining. Let me say, I'm 38 years old. I got friends right now, they complaining about their student loans. And I sit back, thank God. Praise the Lord, I can run real fast. Because they still paying on them. You know, let this thing, my roommate did everything he was supposed to. He left out of Miami with a national championship, with a bachelor's degree, with an MBA, and now he managed portfolios on Wall Street. Ain't paid a dime for college. You know what paid for it? Football. And he didn't allow anything to get in the way of that. So whether they come to a female, whether they come to you think you need to be known at all the parties, where you think, forget all that. Go to class. Take care of your business. Be where you need to be on time. Give your focus to that game. And don't let that game, like Edrin said, what you give to it. Now, Edrin joked. He posted something the other day where he was signing up his babies at school, and they put in there, they was like, occupation. He was like, man, I ain't never had no regular job. What he did was he made a whole lot of money playing football, and he's made good decisions investing it. That joke ain't gonna never work. All he do is fly around and travel and coach kids camps. You know, that's that. He let football work for him, but he didn't get distracted. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna close with this. No. Matter of fact, I'm gonna keep going, dude. I'm gonna live bit. I'm getting crunk up in here, man. My blood flowing, dude.
Come on, bro. Talk to him.
You talking about distractions, man. I done seen it. I was just talking today about cats. They got caught up. Listen to me, man. I'm serious. I done seen cats, ballers, get caught up in the lifestyle down in Miami, and they in and out of jail right now. Dead right now. I know Kenny got stories. I know that. Look, we all got stories, man. Dude, this world can suck you in. And I'm gonna tell you this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave you with this. And this is something I wanted to marinate on you. I don't even remember if I said this last year. If I did, I want you to memorize this, man. Sin will take you further than you wanted to go. It will make you stay longer than you wanted to stay. And it will make you pay more than you planned on paying.
Amen. Yes, sir. That's real. Just a moment. Do we have Rod Carter now? Can you hear me, Rod? You have me? Talk to me, Smoker. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got to hear some more volume. Come on, let's welcome Rod Carter.
I appreciate the love, guys. And as you pretty much said it all about your life experience you're going to experience once you decide to whatever school to go to. But there's definitely a school out there if you're not focused on the big prizes, definitely getting an education. And you go in there thinking otherwise, not focused on definitely in the education once you finish playing football. Remember something, you can't play football, you can't play sports. It's going to come to a point where it's going to come to an end, and then that's when your life is going to begin. And you have to be prepared out there in life because it's rough out there. It's not easy at all, man, because, when we was in school,
when I was in school with Kenny Berry, we only thing we thought about was playing football. It was fortunate that we had the guidance, when we was in school, to make sure that we was focused and heading in the right direction and getting an education. We didn't see it in the beginning, but as our journey was beginning to end through college, we understood that we needed to get an education. And I'm telling you, it paid big dividends once we, left college and went on our way. We had opportunities to play football, in the NFL. I had an opportunity to play with Dallas Cowboys. I got drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, but it didn't last long at all because of injuries. But the one thing that they couldn't take from me is that degree. And I utilized that to the fullest. I was able to land a job in a corporate field, and I was able to move up in the ranks because I had a degree, and that's something that it can never take away from you, man. So there's nothing wrong with striving to get to that level that you want to get to, but you also have to get that degree, man. It's extremely important. A lot of you just don't see it right now, but you will eventually realize that this is something that I need in order for you to be successful in life. And I tell you, man, this is the best thing I could have done for me because I was able to provide for my family and able to do things that a lot of people are not able to do. Like the other guests had told you guys, it's a lot of our teammates just didn't do the right thing because they was just focused on one thing, and that's playing sports. You can't do that. You have to make sure that you get your degree, man, your education, because that's going to take you further in life than playing sports. Sports is just an avenue, it's a tool, and yes, you're supposed to use that in order to get to where you want to get to, and it pays off dividends. Just think about it. They're using you, okay? They try to get the most out of you that they can, and in return, you need to do the same. You have to get your education. You have to go to school. You have to do the things that set yourself up for your next half of your life. Because right now, I can tell you, I'm set. I'm set for the rest of my life, man, because I did things that I needed to do when it came to, get my education and prepare myself for the real world out there. And I tell you, man, it's the best thing I could have done. So I plead with you guys, and I hope the best for you guys, that you do the same thing. Make sure that you ready for the real world, ready for the challenges out there, because there's real challenges out there. I don't need to go into what the other guests had told you earlier, but ensure that there will be challenges out there, but there's opportunities too as well, man. Because take full advantage of all the opportunities that life's going to have for you, and then you'll be successful and ready for life. That's all I got, guys.
All right, thank you, Smoker, man. Thank you for joining us. I'll hit you up when we get back in. Let's give Rock Carter a round of applause. Love you, bro. You're talking about pitfalls, man, and you guys had a time in your life where you were high schoolers and between the 9th and 12th grade. Let me just back up just for a moment. A lot of people, you look at us and you let now, yes, I'm a bishop, preaching the gospel and pastoring, have my own foundation, Grace for Life Youth Foundation, doing quite a few things in the city of Daryl, Gold Coast, South Bay. But you look at me not knowing that I'm an only child. Yeah, I'm the first of 13 and the only one to live. That's because, my mom, there's kids that died, during birth or shortly after birth. I always wanted little brothers and things of that nature, but it never happened. But the type of lifestyle I grew up in, a lot of young men like that don't grow out of that. You're talking about having money, just honestly, I was considered a young rich black kid in Pahokee because I was in high school, had 2 cars, had all of these things. But if you understood what they grew up under, and so the thing about it, I had a vision, I had a desire to want to do something better than I was actually seeing. I had a stepfather who loved me. He worked, but he had another side thing he did. He was one of the biggest drug dealers in the area between, Pahokee of the Jamaican Queens. So I lived in the atmosphere where you sleeping in a house with the drugs in your house. So you're talking about escaping those things that can possibly hinder you. I escaped those things because I didn't want to go down that path. When I left home at 17, I never came back. Yes, I could have Joe, well, my dad's a big boy around. I could have tucked down and just sold a little dope or whatever and made a little money here and there. That wasn't what God has for me. I knew all the time. I knew from the age of 5 I was supposed to be a preacher. I didn't know, I didn't know when God was going to do it, but I knew I was going to be a preacher. But getting an opportunity to get out of Pahokee, get down to the University of Miami, but having a desire to do something better than I've seen. I had great cousin. Willie McKelton was one of the first guys from Pahokee, from the Glaze area, to go to the NFL. I had cousins that have gone on to college and came back. I said, I didn't want to do that. I said, when I leave, I'm going to college and I'm going to get a degree. I'm not coming back without that degree. I got an opportunity to not only just get my degree in sociology, I got a minor in education, I got a minor in criminal justice, I got a minor in sports medicine. This is Ron said, they're gonna use you for every bit of talent that you have. Well, why don't you use that opportunity to benefit yourself? Everything that I took down there in school, it benefited me. As I got out of college, went to NFL, played in San Diego for a little moment there, but I came back coaching in high school football. I worked in juvenile justice. I didn't know all this early on, but preparing myself, teaching school, teaching, and honestly making over $77,000 a year, as a teacher. But God called me away from all of that. He said, I call you to preach my gospel. And so getting moments like this to come back and tell you guys, it's a blessing and an honor to have not just one of your sons, but 2 of your sons to play at the same university. My son Damien, I tell you, exciting football player. And I always told him, I said this here, see, you're only as good as your last good play with people. As soon as you mess up, you become the worst thing since sliced bread. I remember the game against South Florida. They're screaming his name, Barry, Barry, Barry. I said, boy, don't let that go to your head. I said, don't let that go to your head. Yes, you're out there making plays. They're excited because you're winning. But the first time you make a mistake, listen, they forget about all of your good. So what you have to do, you have to take care of you. You have to pursue what God has given you to pursue, and knowing that any applause that you receive, you tell them thank you, but you give God all the glory because he's the one that is blessing you to do it. I had an opportunity to escape. That was a pitfall for me. Those are things that could have hit to me. Brother Jones, he had one wife. Me growing up in the lifestyle that I grew up in, this is what I saw. So having young ladies and things of that nature, that's what I had to deal with. So that was a mindset for me. That was a way of life for me. So I had a child when I was in high school. A child having a child. But you know what? I thank God that he gave me the mindset, you know what? I'm going to do whatever it takes. My mom, yes, she was there to assist me, but that wasn't her job. But I want to prepare myself that I can take care of my kids. And I thank God for that. I have 5 beautiful kids. I have great 8 grandchildren. And I'm blessed and I'm thankful. But I told these guys here, listen, you have to make a decision for yourself. I can show you the way, but if you don't want to take it, it's up to you. He looked back over his life right now. A lot of things I told him, he understands them now. But it's after the fact. When you have a great mentor in front of you, you have someone that have gone down that road, someone that have experienced the thing that you experienced and now telling you about them, it behooves you to listen. It behooves you to listen and take in the advice that they're going to give you. I'm going to leave you with this here. They're talking about, those, when you make it big, they're going to call you cuz. Why? Because the Bible says a rich man has many friends, but a poor man has none. If you don't have anything to offer, they don't want to be around you. They're around you because you have something, that you're going someplace, that they want to get around you and actually leech off you. If they're not going to support you and actually encourage you and try to assist you along the way, you need to be very mindful of who those people are, and you need to get away from them. If anyone that's not going to help you get to where you want to go at, to achieve your goals, you must have goals. You must have ambition. You must have desires to be successful, to be great in life. If you don't, you're not going nowhere. Say, without a vision, people perish. You need to know where you're going at. Right now, if you're a freshman in high school, you need to have a vision about what you want to do and it's going to take for you to accomplish those goals. By the time you're senior year, you should already know where you're going at. You should have already made that decision. Whether or not it's going to be through football, whether or not it's going to be through education, or whatever it may be, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan about what it's going to take for you to be successful. Two great guys. Adrian James had a great phenomenal career. Melvin Bratton, awesome kid, awesome young man in college. Great, would have been a first-round draft choice. Blew his knee out. NFL career gone. Just like that. One play, his senior year, Rod Carter got his field, got in the NFL. What hit him? Injuries. NFL career gone. What did he fall back on? His education. That which he learned. You need to take advantage of your education starting now. And if you're sitting in classroom around people that are talking, every time someone disrupts that teacher, they're taking $5 out of your pocket. So look at that away, because they're hindering you in your education. So get this thing, my brothers. Honestly, I appreciate you guys. It was a great opportunity this year here. The 707 was a vision Lord gave me to give to Pastor Jerry, and it was excellent. I want to applaud you guys for what you guys came to do to help make it successful.
Did y'all enjoy these brothers tonight? Give it up for Bishop Kenny Berry, Pastor Daryl Jones, and Damien Berry, 30 for 30 converted. Come on, give it up for them. Thank y'all, fellas. Thank you so much.